Yes, please. Mm.
Shall we start?
Yes, please start.
Good morning, everyone present in today's English class. I'm Garima Sharma, and my group consists of Leena Patel, Tanishka Upadhyay, Himanshu Kesri, and Kaustubh Sahil. So, as it is already known, today we are having a discussion on poem "Keeping Quiet" by Pablo Neruda. According to me, this poem is one of those poems which doesn't really have much to be explained about because it deals with topic of our daily life, like the things which are common, like peace and self-introspection. But yet, it is also a poem which could be discussed for hours because although these topics are common, still in our daily lives we are so much busy that we don't really think about these topics. Like, it is obvious that there is lack of peace in world and there's lack of introspection in many people. So in context of the first stanza of this poem which deals with language, I would like to ask Tanishka, what do you think, why do you think the poet asks us to count, or why did he specifically use the number 12?
The poet here requests everyone to count till 12 in their own mind, and to stop for a while. Maybe this 12 referred by the poet is the 12 hours in a clock or a 12 months in a year.
Yes, you're right. And also, when I read this poem, I searched it up because I was curious about this counting thing. And I got to know that when we are in a situation, we get the stimulus, and the stimulus first goes to the emotional part of the brain. And if we are to take instinctive actions, then we'll be taking emotional uh, the action which we do will be emotional. But if we keep calm and count, we stop to think what we are doing, then the stimulus spread across the brain and reaches the part of brain which are required to make rational decisions. So yes. Next, Lena, I would like to ask you, why do you think the poet is asking us not to talk in any language? Lena?
Lena, please open your mic and video, please.
The poet wanted to keep quiet for a while and said everyone not to speak be it any language and silence for and simply silent for a moment, because the poet knew that the language is one of the major cause of war. There has been war as a result of language difference and rather in defense of language. For example, the partition of Bengal presidency in 1905 and the liberation of Bangladesh, which was earlier managed, this is not due to language difference. Uh, Everyone thought that their language is the best, and each and every citizen should respect their language. The another example is the distance between the Sinhala and Tamil communities in Sri Lanka, which turned into a civil war.
Yeah,
Which
right.
language? May I ask one question? Which language does the poet refer to?
Yes,
Which languages does the poet refer to? Russian, European languages, or Indian languages, or Hindi, English, Urdu? Which languages does the poet refer to here?
So,
yes, Garima.
I don't think
Yes.
poet has referred to any particular language. I think it's basically the difference in language, like all the differences there are.
For
They are,
example,
for example, the difference in speaking. There are conflicts for we many people are asking to Hindi to be the language of India, but some other people are saying that English should be spoken because Hindi is not spoken by everyone in India. It's not spoken by everyone present in India.
No. I think the language
Sir
of
is
violence,
asking a
the language of violence, the language of peace, the language of anger, the language of love. All these are called different types of language, the modes of talking. Only because of that we quarrel, or we are at peace, or we are at love, we are at good relation, or we are at bad relation. All these things happen due to the talking. Talking has a different types of mode: violence mode, peace mode, loving mode, affectionate mode. These languages are referred to here. As far as I think, your learned teacher, Parmeswari Madam, knows better than me. Carry
No,
on,
sir,
carry
you
on.
are right. Yes. Children are just talking about activities of art. So they're just giving some examples and we'll be concluding it towards the end. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for
So,
Very
guiding
good.
us. Yes,
Okay.
children. Yes, next Tanishka is over.
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, should I proceed?
Yes. Next.
Thank you, sir,
Yes,
for giving
please
your view.
continue.
We'll think about it more in future. So next, I would like to ask Himanshu Kesri, what do you think? Why do you think the poet uses the line "not move your arms so much" in the poem? What does he mean by using that line?
I think I think the poet used by using the word arm he means the by using the word arms he means the wars which are the weapons which are used by different countries to raise warfares against each other. In this poem, the poet is wanting peace from all of us.
Yes, basically the poem is about wanting the peace, and it's about the rush in our life. It indicates when he says we move around too much, indicates how much rush is there in our life. We are always onto something. We want to compete. We want to complete our work, but sometimes we should just stop and think about our actions, about how we speak, about how we hurt others, or how we hurt ourselves in doing so. And next, in at last, I would like to have asked Kaustubh Sahu, what are your thoughts on poet addressing language as a barrier, and why do you think poet asks us to keep still? What are your thoughts on this?
Yes, after listening to you, Tanishka and Sir, what I have concluded is the poet wants a moment of silence on the earth when no language is spoken. In this way, there will be no language barrier between people, no harsh words will be spoken. The poet here urges everyone to break the barriers of language and unite with one invisible tune that is silence. With the word earth, the poet hints at all the humans living devoid the identity of country, creed, and caste. Though language is the identity of a country or race, he affirms that humans are more important and the identity of being a human of Earth is broader realization. Yeah.
Yes, so as everyone, we all discussed, as how Kaustubh said, and as how Sir explained a different perspective of this language, I think this stanza is basically about the difference in language, not only different in language in aspect of English, Hindi, Urdu, but also the language of hate, language of revenge, language of violence. And we should just stop for a moment, stop the rush of our life, keep calm, and think about what we are doing, think about our actions, how we can improve ourselves. I know there's a trend nowadays that we shouldn't change for anyone. We shouldn't change if anyone asks us, but it's a fact that you should change for better. It's how things work. Change is natural, and so we should stop, keep calm, think about what we do, and try to change for better. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, that's nice. Thank you, Garima, for presenting. Your team has presented very well. Now we go to the next topic, that is rush and traffic. So the group leader is Kushi Sahu, and the members are Sachin Mishra, Riddhi Kayat, Shreya Soni and Priyanshu Dugi. Children, you can start. Please open your video mode when you are speaking. Okay, I stop presenting. Yes, please. Kushi?
Good morning, teachers and my friends. Myself, Khushi, with my group members Shreya, Riddhi, Sachin, and Priyanshu, are going to brief on the topic rush and traffic. Here, in this poem, the poet has mentioned about the rush and traffic is in the context that human beings are engaged in various activities without even analyzing their actions. People become over ambitious and letting themselves and others in problem. Here, introspect doesn't mean that an activity as Earth is always alive even when it is seems to dead. Let us take a brief from Priyanshu about what poet has actually mentioned introspection is.
Yes. Priyanshu, please open your video.
Yes, ma'am. Through these lines, poets
Yes,
want to
please.
say that we are racing with Mother Nature by various types of wars. These wars, at the time of end, these wars will exist survivor
Yeah.
but no victory.
Hmm.
Poet said that
Very good.
at that time
Yes.
we will put on clean clothes without nothing and poet doesn't want science or complete activity because life is not it is the continuous cycle of birth and death. We want to think single-mindedly for Mother Nature. If we don't do this, we are deciding our deadline for death. Poet also says that we it doesn't mean that it is complete end of life. Poet also says that we must include such type of temperament in our daily actions.
Good.
Now I ask a question from Priyanshu that how can a few moments of introspection affect our lives?
Introspection is
Yes,
nothing
please.
but self-analysis of our own actions. According to this poem, we are exploiting Mother Nature by various means without looking other creatures living with us in this world. Thank you.
Yes. Next.
He told He told that it will help them introspect and over their sadness of failing to understand themselves. People have been threatening themselves with death by their activities. This moment of silence will give them time to understand themselves better. Sometimes the poet feels that such a moment of silence would be an unusual and exciting one. It will have miraculous consequences. Now, Shreya will tell that why break from rush be an exotic moment.
Yes, please open your video, Kushi. Now, whose
Break
turn is
from
it?
rush
Shreya.
would be an exotic
Hmm.
moment because in today's life, each and everyone is madly rushing towards their goal. They are in the condition that they do anything to achieve it. Sometimes they follow wrong pathways and shortcuts to get success easily. But it led only to disaster.
Yes.
As they use shortcuts. And stillness would be very unusual and unfamiliar. It insists the brotherhood and unity in world. If people don't speak any language and be inactive for few minutes, it destroys all the barriers and differences among people and make world unite and increase brotherhood. In this unusual period, the bond of humanity also gets stronger.
Yes. Yes, Kushi, open your video.
When the mic
Kushi?
was switched off.
Oh my God, sorry. I switched it. Okay, sorry. Okay. Yes, sir. Kushi, continue, please. Be quick.
Shreya will write that there will be no hurry or the sound of the machines to pollute the atmosphere. It will be a strange and unfamiliar moment with stillness all around. In this unusual period, the bonds of humanity will get stronger. Now, Sachin, you can brief your view about introspection.
As mentioned by the poet, there is a need to stop rush and traffic in order to achieve quiet introspection, as it creates a feeling of mutual understanding among humans. Stopping all the
Open your video,
activities.
please. Open your video, Sachin.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
I'm not wearing uniform, ma'am.
Okay, sorry. Okay, continue.
Stopping all the activities that we are doing or keeping everything at rest, not physically, but keeping our mind quiet too, and questioning and understanding the purpose of world that humans have created around themselves. As in a hurry of achieving various tasks in our life, become so self-minded about keeping our lives always moving in the sunny and strangeness,
Yes.
a new experience. This would include the absence of hustle and bustle of life, thus making us united.
Sachin can show your face, na? Yes, Kushi, take it up.
Okay, then what would happen if don't introspect?
We land ourselves in a number of problems. These problems then became the reason of our sadness, which are result for our own actions and deeds.
Yes,
Good.
you are right. At last, Riddhi wants to tell about the importance of keeping quiet.
In my point of view, yes, in my point of view, everyone will be
Yes, Riddhi, open your video.
everyone.
Riddhi, open your video. Yes.
Yes,
Show your face.
yes,
Your face.
yes. In my,
Mm.
in my point of view, everyone will be calm and quiet, united with each other in a strange atmosphere. No person would be harming any other living being, either for food or to earn his livelihood for the rush or traffic. So it will be a strange moment because it has never happened earlier. All the people who work endlessly that will get some time to look at their injuries and that they have caused to their body damage. So, for example, if all the engines like the vehicles and machines stop, then there will be a sudden cause of calmness in the world. So, as the world will experience a sudden situation of calmness. So that's why people will not be in a rush to achieve a material like things one after another.
Okay, Riddhi,
That's
then
good. Yes, Kushi.
what will happen if there is no rush or running of engines?
It will be a very sudden and exhausting moment for calmness without rush or running of engines because there will be a very instance of peace and brotherhood among the people.
Yes.
May I ask a question to
Yes.
this group? I am asking a
Yes,
question.
please, sir.
What does
Yes, sir.
what types of war does the poet refer to?
Yes, Kushi.
What types of wars
Yes, sir.
does the poet refer to here?
So the poet refers here the wars of green wars, wars with gas, wars with fires, and
What,
the victory with. Yes, sir.
what will be the result of this war? What does the poet say about the consequence of these wars?
Sir, the poet consequences that the war-torn world should be replaced by one with atmosphere of peace, brotherhood, and harmony.
Sir is asking the result
result.
is death and destruction. What will happen to if war continues? What will happen? That the next third and fourth team will be taking it up, sir.
Who will say? Riddhi will say.
Kushi?
Riddhi can answer.
Riddhi will say. Riddhi, tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the result of war? If war continues, what will happen? Tell me.
Ma'am,
Example I gave you about Kalinga. Yes. Tell in complete sentences to sir.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, if war continues, so it will destroy the silence, it will destroy the peace of the world, it will discontinue the harmony in the world among the people, among the brotherhood in the world.
And who will survive?
Does the poet say this? Does the poet say this in the poem, or you are saying from your general outlook? What does the poet say about the consequence of the war in the poem itself?
Yes, sir.
Read the stanza, you will get the answer. Who will survive? Okay.
The survivors, sir.
What will happen?
Who will survive?
What will happen to the survivors?
Yes, sir.
What is the next line after the war, beta? Who will survive? Yes,
Sir,
anybody can answer?
There will be survivors.
No one
Leader
can.
of the
Who will be?
No one
one
left
is
to
war.
celebrate the victory of.
What? Yes,
no
Sai
one is
Satel?
left for the world.
Yes, ma'am.
No one will.
No one will left to celebrate the victory of this war.
Okay.
And
Okay. Which line states so?
ma'am, victory with no survivors.
Yes, exactly.
Very good.
That has been said
Yes.
here. No, there will be no survivor to celebrate the victory. So that is why the poet says, keep quiet, don't quarrel with each other, don't fight with each other. Very good, excellent
Yes.
group. Carry on.
Yes. Yes, sir. Now, thank you, Kushi and your team. Now we will be going to the third activity title of the group. That is, we are talking about attacking endangered animals for one's own luxury needs. Now, group leader is Master Nishant Srivastav, and the members are Vipin Gautam, Vanshra Chauhan, Vedant Chaube, and Durgesh Ramteke. Yes, I'm stopping the presentation. Master Nishant Srivastav and team will take it up. Attacking endangered animals for one's luxury needs. Yes, please.
Good morning, respected sir, ma'am, and all my friends. This is Nishant Srivastav, along with the group members Vipin, Vedant, Vanshraj, and Durgesh. Today, we are here to present our point of view regarding attacking endangered animals for one's luxury needs. Firstly, what
Your
actually
face.
Yes, ma'am.
Face. Show your face nicely. Yes.
Firstly, what actually endangered animals are. Any species that is at risk of extinction because of a sudden and rapid decrease in its population, like mammoths, black rhino, etc. So I request Durgesh to give his thought about how can we preserve endangered animals. Durgesh?
So my opinion is about regarding to the topic are endangered animals is a type of organism that is extended by extinctions of the treatment, and endangered animals is a process of two reasons. First one is loss of habitats, and second one is loss of genetic variations. We can preserve endangered animals for using these following tips. First one, protect the wild animals, and second one is to never purchase goods made from the endangered animals. And third one is if you see any harassment of cutting and killing wild animals, so they can inform to a report uh, police officers of forest departments, so they can solve these problems. Thank you.
Okay, that's good. Now, let us know what is basic standard of living for human beings. It's nothing but only that what we require to fulfill our daily needs, and it can be easily achieved without causing any damage to the nature. But many people kill animals and harm our ecosystem for their luxury purpose, which is very bad for us. So, Vipin, can you put your thoughts that how we can maintain basic standard of living for human beings sustainably?
Okay, I totally agree what you said. We can maintain it by utilizing good and proper way that it should not harm environment and boycott the products which harm environment or endanger wildlife. We should minimize our unnecessary luxury needs. And this all thing will definitely lead in the decrease of the exhaustion of nature.
Alright, I agreed with your thoughts. Now, according to the poet, he wants to tell us that in this moment of inactivity, the fisherman would not be catching fish. Hence, the whale in the cold water will be safe. Now, Vedant, can you please suggest some ideas that the poet wants to give? Vedant?
Through the line of this stanza, poet was suggesting that.
Yes,
Am I
continue,
audible?
continue.
Yes, you are
Yes,
audible.
very
Through the
nice.
lines of
Fine.
this stanza,
Continue.
through the lines of this stanza, poet was suggesting that human being would not, in the time of the inactivity, human and nature recover from that to the nature. And not harm the whale. Poet explained that.
Yes, you nicely
Yes,
explained
Nishant.
view, but in this stanza, it is also mentioned that the man who gathers salt will be able to tend his wounded hand, for which he had no time earlier. Thus, both nature and human will be able to recover from their wounds. I have a question for you once. Can you please elaborate the term hurt hand of this particular stanza?
Hurt hand, according to poet, hurt hand means that human beings are forgetful of the pain that they are causing themselves as well as as well as animals in pursuit of achieving more and more comforts and their selfish needs.
Exactly. So, all of you have nicely presented your ideas. That pretty much covers the topic of this presentation. So, now I'd like to end this presentation. If anyone have question, they may ask.
Yes, Neha, do you have any questions?
Ma'am, I have.
Yes.
Yes, please. Who is that? May I know the name?
Ma'am, Khushi.
Open your video. Yes, please.
What does the poet expect of the fisherman and why?
Can I answer this question?
Yes,
Or-
please. Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am. The poet expects that in the moment of stillness, the fishermen will get time to introspect. They would not harm the whales for the moment. That's my thought that it should be answer of this question. Is it correct? All right.
Yes. Why has the poet mentioned whales instead of fishes? Can you?
Ma'am, because
Can
whale,
anyone give me the answer?
ma'am, because
Yes. Yes, please.
ma'am, because the whales are at situation of extinction. The fish, yes, ma'am. The fishes can be found easily everywhere, river or ponds, but whales that are in case of extinction, the poet thought that it should be better to use whales instead of fish.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you, children. Sir, would you please comment on this group?
Yes, yes.
Principal sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, please.
What message does the poet want to pass on to us through this poem?
Sir, I'm unable to hear you clearly.
What message does the poet want to pass on to us through this poem?
What the poet?
Nishan, did you hear? What is the message that the poet is trying to convey
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the poet
through this
wants
poem?
to.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
What is it?
When the poet was suggesting the thought that human beings would not destroy nature, they can fulfill their needs sustainably without harming our nature and without it using in bad manner.
Is that
The
all?
poet is.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Is that all? Why does the poet ask the man gathering salt to retrospect?
Yes, Vanshiraj was speaking about it. Vanshiraj?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, anybody with the answer? Yes, you can tell. Sir is asking a question. Why is he talking, mentioning about the salt? Man who has heard
Sayasta is silent for a long time. Sayasta can speak.
Shaista, yes. Yes, she can speak.
Why does the poet ask the man gathering salt to introspect?
Sir, the man who gathers salt will be able to tend to his wounded hands, for which he had no time earlier.
Then shall we think about ourselves only? Does the poet want us to be selfish by nature?
No, sir, no. No,
Then-
the poet advises us that people should stop being self-centered and selfish. And the poet has emphasized the importance of self-introspections.
Why is asking for introspection only? Not to take interest about others.
Can I speak?
Yes.
Yes, please. Who is that?
Ma'am, Garima.
Tell me.
I think although we should not only concentrate on the I, but still it is important to tend to our wounds, tend to our worries, because if we can't know ourselves, if we can't care for ourselves, how are we going to care for others?
Is it okay, sir? Principal, sir?
Yes, that's the right matter. But I think the poet
Okay,
also,
sir. Please.
behind this thing, the poet wants not to meddle with the matters of others. We people, we disturb
Okay.
others unnecessarily. We disturb others
Yes.
and we become jealous of others. We try to stop others from doing their own work. In this way, a quarrel, a fight appears. The poet wants to introspect, means think about yourself first. Don't meddle with the matters of others. दूसरे के बात में टांग मत अड़ाओ. That is in Hindi language we say. The poet also
Okay,
side by
that's-
side. The poet wants to inspire us not to meddle with the matters of others, so that there will be no quarrel, there will be no fight with others. That is
Yes.
the matter, I think. Thank you very much. It's a very good,
Thank you, sir.
excellent group.
Sir, we'll yes, sir. Sir, just 5 minutes. Could you please, sir? One more team is there, please, sir.
Yes,
Just 5
yes.
minutes. Can you spare with us?
Yes, yes.
Yes, please.
Carry on.
Yes, sir. The last group is Mr. Master Resnick and his team coming out with how this violence is causing a lot of trouble. So, could you please do it, Resnick?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, please.
Myself, Ren
Continue.
Singh. In my group, there are 4 people. First is Saista, second Shubham, third is Shruti, and fourth is Nikita. So, as we know that today we are discussing about why keeping quiet. In continuation to that, my group will discuss about the theme violence. as everyone knows that there are a lot of reasons of violence, which can be, there are a lot of reasons that causes the wars and violence. So uh, one of the reasons that poet is mentioning is greed for money and expansion of territories. So I would like to speak. I would like to invite Saista to put her views that why the poet says that that it is a reason of war, that expansion of money, expansion of territories, and greed for money.
Yes, thank you, Resnik. And I supported this that greed for money and expansion of territories lead to large scale violent conflicts. And proponents of the greed argument posit that conflicts are caused by a combatant's desire for self enrichment. These ideas are manifested in different ways, like including economic and social control, like control of goods and resources, or by increased power within a given state. Poverty and political, social, and economical inequalities between groups predisposed to conflict. Policies to tackle them will reduce this risk. 8 out of 10 of the world's most poorest countries are suffering, as we have seen some examples, and or the countries have recently suffered from this large-scale violent conflict. Wars in developing countries have heavy human and economic and social costs, are a major cause of poverty and underdevelopment. And at last, I want to say from my heart desires and what I'm thinking through years that in the way of achieving our goals and the greed for money and power and expansion of territories, we humans have forget about the humanity, peace and harmony between us. We are only thinking about ourselves, and we are not thinking about animals or Mother Nature who feeds up. And our bad deeds are running, and we are suffering from our deeds. So at last, I want to thank Sir and our teachers. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shaista, for explaining so beautifully that what are the causes of these violences. Now, it is also very important to understand that how we can avoid these violence, because if we do not think about that, then the violence will be go on. So, what do you think, Shubham? That how can we avoid these violences? Please acknowledge us with your words.
Yes, Rasnik. The poet have said that in the poem that those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivor. It is suggested in those lines that the result of violence is only destruction and nothing else. And there is no survivor to celebrate the victory. And I think by keeping quiet, we can avoid the situations of violence. As many of the times we observe that the basic or root cause for this type of conditions that are violence is that thoughts of the people conflict with each other. They does not match with each other, and that's why there will be some conflict and fights between them, which later takes the form of violence. So if in that time we can keep ourselves quiet and calm, then we can analyze our activities and works, that is it right or wrong that we are doing, or that actions we are taking in reaction with the others. So by that we can easily avoid the disastrous conditions and wars does not take place. And this way the harmony and peace can be easily maintained in the society. And this is my point of view about that. Thank you.
Yes, Subham, you are very true. That and many people say that quick calmness and the remaining quiet leads us to the success and many big things. In fact, Gandhiji himself was very quiet and non-violent in the struggle for independence. So it is also a very good example of what you are saying. Some of the audience will think that remaining quiet is same as total inactivity, which we know that it is not true. So what is the difference between them? So let's call Shruti to differentiate between these two words a little bit more, so that it becomes clear for us.
Yes, Shruti Dubey.
Unmute your mic. Your mic is mute. We are not able to
Yes,
listen
sir.
to you. Yes.
Sorry. Yes, Rasnik. The difference between remaining quiet and total inactivity is that in remaining quiet means peace. Peaceful minds helps in finding the solutions of every situation, and it is essential for calm reactions. So we have to withdraw ourselves from undesirable reactions and keep still or silence. When the people will remain quiet for a while, they will realize the purpose of their lives. Just like all creations of nature undergo rebirth with the change of seasons, similarly, keeping quiet will be a rebirth for the human soul. As we see today's situations that all peoples are stuck in their houses. Means the people have lot of times to doing something and analyze that what is which is right and which is wrong. So the in total inactivity, it means silence, totally silence, no disturbance, no association with death. It brings out destruction being faced by the world. A permanent suspension of, and it is a permanent suspension of work. In this total inactivity, if we do not focus ourselves single-mindedly to keep active and moving, but doing some introspection and wasting time in silence, doing nothing, so it can be understand ourselves better and escape from the threatening cause of death. So in this total inactivity, we are doing nothing, which is not well and right, because we are all work in keeping quiet in the situation of today's lockdown period. Thank you.
So in a way, I
you,
think this COVID-19 period lockdown is supporting your poet. COVID-19
Yes, sir. Yes,
lockdown
sir.
is
Yes.
supporting. But in
Supporting.
many cases, the domestic quarrel is reported. Domestic quarrel is reported to a great extent.
Sir, it is just because that people are thinking about others, not about himself. So that they are not analyzing their own works and they are doing, they are like going in others. They are beating others' work and seeing what others are doing. So that's not true. That should not be done. Like I personally think that.
So the advice to the fisherman is correct after all. Advice to the man who gathers salt is correct after all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have your intention.
Yes, next.
Madam, what about your humanities children?
yes,
I
sir.
think they are quite silent. Humanities.
My humanities children, today all of them have come, sir, except two sick
Yes.
children. All the humanities stream, they have come here. Would you please just guide them, sir? They are not attending. They are having some sort of fear. I don't know what fear they have in English. You can please interact with them if you would like to.
It is actually
Or you-
the humanity for humanity children and science children, both the English will be a good feeding ground. If they do a little labor, they will get 90%, 95% mark. That will raise their percentage of mark level. These children do not understand. Physics,
Yes,
chemistry,
sir.
biology, history, economics, eating all the time, and English, they are thinking without studying English, we will get marks. How is it possible? Spare some time at least so that you can get good marks. The pattern of question is like that nowadays. Very many children are getting very excellent mark in our school only because your madam is a very good English teacher. Our Jayasri madam is also a very good English teacher and always giving excellent mark in English because the children are sparing some time for English subject. Yeah, humanities children can also spare at least half an hour every day to English so that their mark level will rise high. And mark everywhere, they will ask you, what was your mark percentage in your +2 level? That is a matter. In every interview, they are asking about what your career, about your career. Career means, you know, we have a dream of getting good marks. Whatever be the policy of education, there is this mentality, the sentiment of Indians is never reformed. Everything is judged by how much mark you are getting. For example, today you was talking so nicely, nobody will ask about this. At the end of the examination, they will say, how have you written? Are you getting 95%? Everybody will ask, your headmaster, your principal, your teacher, your parents, your society, your interviewer, when you are going to the job, they will ask, how much mark have you got? I do not understand why Indians are not able to change this sentiment. So excellently children are talking so efficiently, nobody will ask about that. So after all, you spare some time about how to get good marks, and all these quality will help you. God bless you. Madam, wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
I
Thank
know
you.
you are
Thank you, sir. This time also we'll produce good result.
Thank you. Have a nice
Okay,
day.
sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Children, you all please wait. We'll complete this session. Okay. Yes. Rashnik, continue.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Continue. हाँ
Yes,
बस
ma'am.
2-3 मिनट में कंप्लीट कर दें. Yeah.
Yes,
Please
ma'am.
continue. Yeah.
Until now, we have understood that we should not be totally inactive. Instead, we can be quiet. But it is also very important that what poet exactly refers to the by saying that we should keep quiet. And for that purpose, I would like to invite Nikita to put her views that what exactly poet meant by saying that keeping quiet word exactly.
Yes, Rasnik. Here, the poet talks about the necessity of quiet introspection. The meaning of self introspection is that it is the process of thinking deeply and carefully to examine your own idea, feeling, etc. In short, it means self analysis. Introspection allows a human being to understand themselves, their thinking level, or it provides a way for development. But sometimes people don't think about themselves. They think more much about यार, क्या हो गया?
Yes. Tell you. Speak. Continue. Much about.
But
Open your mic.
sometimes
Open your mic.
sometimes they don't think about themselves. They try to focus on the world. What's most important is that explore. People used to explore themselves more than anything else because it leads to self-awareness. It provides a way to judge ourselves according to our own value, which allows to appreciate us and our achievement and to criticize ourselves. So, by quiet introspection, the poet doesn't mean totally inactive. Instead, he wants full involvement with life. So, it establishes a spiritual and physical union that is most desirable for the survival of the earth and also for the human beings. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Neha,
Very good.
to inform us that what exactly poet meant by saying keeping quiet in context to the poet and to tell us the importance of self-introspection. After listening to so many points that we have listened that all the groups have put different views that what the poet actually means. And after listening to those kind of points, we can conclude that that self-introspection, which is the main theme of this poem, it should be we should enable it in our lives and we should apply it in our lives to become a successful person. It is very important to self-introspect ourselves, that we should ask ourselves that whether we are doing right thing or not, whether we are doing what we are doing in a day. Like a study says that in USA that only 5 to 8% time only the peoples are investing in self-introspecting themselves, but and they are saying that that person should spend their at least 50%. Like they are saying that at least 50%, which is a quite huge time that we should do introspect ourselves that whether we are doing right thing or wrong, and we should also appreciate ourselves that whether we have done something good, so that we should also appreciate our desire. And there is a rush between the people that they are thinking that we should be on the top, and we are like they are moving up and up. They are not thinking that we should wait and we should appreciate ourselves. That is I want everyone, like you are attending the class, so I think all of you should do at least like not 50%, that you can spend 10 to 20, 30% at least to self-introspect yourselves, and to become successful it is very necessary. And by these words, I would like to thank my discussion.
Yes, thank you, children. Today, I think we had a wonderful session, and all the students who had performed today have really done excellent. And those students who had been in the audience will be getting a turn next time. Okay. So if you have any queries, you can send it, put it up in the classroom. And I thank you. Thank you, children. We'll meet in the next class.